What would you do if a human body was worth more dead than alive? And if the line between medicine and murder suddenly blurred, when men began to kill for science? Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to Crime Through Time with Chris. Every week we dig into the darkest corners of history to uncover the crimes that shaped our world. If you love true stories that twist through time and truth, hit subscribe. Join me on this adventure as we journey back to Edinburgh, 1828, a city of greed, death and science colliding, and two men becoming infamous as the Body Snatchers. It began in the shadows of Edinburgh, a city of cobblestones and candlelight, where the pursuit of medical knowledge had become an obsession. The university's anatomy halls were packed with students eager to study the human body. But there was one problem. Bodies were scarce. By law, only the corpses of executed criminals could be dissected. And as executions became rare, desperate students turned to a darker trade: resurrectionists, men who stole the newly buried from their graves. Among them were two Irish immigrants, William Burke and William Hare. Poor, cunning, ambitious. They lived on the edge of survival, but soon they would discover a way to turn death itself into profit. In November 1827 it started. A lodger in Hare's boarding house, an old man named Donald, died owing rent. Instead of burying him, Burke and Hare had a better idea. They stuffed his body into a tea chest and carried it through the night to the dissecting rooms of Dr. Robert Knox, one of Edinburgh's most famous anatomy lecturers. Knox paid handsomely, nearly £8, a fortune, and with that payment, the killings began. Burke and Hare realised it was easier to make bodies than to find them. They lured the poor, the sick and the forgotten into Hare's lodging house, offered them whiskey, warmth, and then smothered them, quietly, efficiently, without a mark. To ensure that last part, the pair developed a unique murder technique known as burking. I'm not sure if they chose that name themselves, but if you look, it is in the English dictionary now. But it involved suffocating victims by pinching their noses and pressing on their chests. They sold 16 bodies in less than a year. Each time Dr. Knox paid cash. Each time he asked no questions. But greed inevitably breeds recklessness. Their final victim, Margaret Doherty, was discovered stuffed under a bed, and the neighbours had seen too much. The police arrived, and the horror unfolded. Hare betrayed Burke for immunity. Burke was found guilty and hanged before 25,000 people, some of whom paid up to 20 shillings for the privilege of watching. And in a twist of poetic justice, his body was dissected publicly at the university had once supplied. His skin was turned into a notebook, and his skeleton still hangs there today. Gruesome trophies, eh? The city was outraged. The scandal forced Parliament to act, and by 1832 the Anatomy Act had been passed, allowing medical schools legal access to unclaimed bodies. The murders of Burke and Hare changed British law forever, but they also left behind something darker, a warning. When profit meets progress, when human life becomes currency, morality decays faster than flesh. Oh, and what of Hare? After he sold out his friend, he was said to have fled to London, and despite rumours of an accident in a lime pit, which caused him to lose his sight, nobody seems to know for sure what happened to him. So as always, if you have a theory, share it in the comments. And if you found this story as chilling as I did, don't forget to subscribe, like and tap the bell icon, and you'll never miss the next descent into history's darkest crimes. I'm Chris, and this was Crime Through Time.